Welcome to Let's Talk MUFC. Yes, as you can hear, I'm quite ill, so don't mind me. I'm just here trying to recover. But I thought I'd just bring you a quick, short video discussing the week that was. A very busy week for Man United. Where do we even start? Well, of course, the Arsenal disappointment. I mean, who of us actually thought we were going to get a result there? After Arsenal's form beating Chelsea, that just skyrocketed their confidence. And us losing very badly to Liverpool did not help us at all. So we went there very low, I can tell. And so with Arsenal, firstly, I have to apologize to Luke Shaw. What I said in the first episode, I'm sorry. Tellers, no. That first goal was some of the worst defending I have ever seen, honestly. And it was both Varane and Tellers, but Varane still has a bit of an excuse that's valid because match sharpness, he's been out for a couple of weeks. And he's a world-class defender, won trophies here and there, but I mean, match sharpness is match sharpness. But also, as it went past him, it's the fullback's responsibility to be, aware, just in case your centre back messes up, like how Varane did. And in this case, both of them messed up. And I don't know if Shaw would have done better. I don't know. Maybe he would have. Maybe I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe. But that game, all the goals there, they thoroughly deserved it. We were dominated. There's no sugarcoating it. We played dreadfully. Sure, we got the one goal, but doesn't mean anything at the end of the day because we needed the results. We needed a win there because now, after losing to Chelsea, we're officially mathematically out of the Champions League race, and I will not hear the end of it from other fans that are my mates, inverted commas. I'm joking. But and I swear to God, if we're in the Conference League, I am not watching that shit. That green competition does not exist to me. I'm sorry. It's Europa now. That's the only thing we can fight for. But that being said, I do have criticism of Ralph Rangnick's, squad decisions. Why would you have a full... Well, this is about the Chelsea game now, sorry. Because, the Arsenal game, that happened. Yeah. If you want to... I don't know how I should do this. Maybe after each game I do a talk on it. We can talk about it after each game. It's just... I plan for the week. And when we have double game weeks, it's a bit tricky. Because I'm new to this. Lol. But so... Chelsea... We had a full bench of youth. We had Jones, Mata, Heaton, and Henderson that weren't youth. And I did predict before the game started that we're going to be putting everyone on but the youth players. And I was quite right. We put on Mata. Don't know why. We put on Jones. Okay, sure, we needed that holding midfielder since we got outplayed, maliciously outplayed in the midfield. That was actually quite funny and sad at the same time, especially when you're numb to all feelings of this club right now. But Jones was quite understandable. Mata didn't need to come on. We know he's not going to be staying with us. Put Hannibal, bro. You clearly saw how he fought for us. Fought for the badge, fought for the team. And that's what we needed. And now he puts Mata, full Jones. At one point I thought he was going to put Henderson or Tom Heaton, just. But then he puts Garnacho. You've 5. Ooh. Okay. Gakpo. Will United sign him? I don't know. Lol. But Garnacho came on pretty much in the last minute, 90th minute. 3 added on, but he never really touched the ball. I kind of feel sorry for the kid. Like, we could have put it on maybe 85th. Like, we should have just gone all balls to the ball because we needed the win. A draw still means a draw resulted in us not getting Champions League. Didn't help us by putting on such a more experienced players that don't really have the pace they once had. And yeah, I do think Garnacho, Hannibal, even Shorazire if he wanted to. Ooh. Yeah, put them on. Like Fernandez, that was one thing I thought would have happened with just because of Tellez's poor form lately. I thought we were going to play the Fernandez kid as a fullback, but no, he was just on the bench. I kind of feel sorry for these young players because do they really think they're going to be getting game time? I hope they do in these last, 3 matches? Like, we just need Europa. And right now, we also can't afford to be playing players that are going to cost that for us. Rashford was absolutely atrocious. And Tellez again against Chelsea. No passion, no aggression. Yeah, that meme was literally them. Rashford was not tracking back. Even when he did, he was not in position. Reece James got the better of him and Tellez multiple times. We were being exploited. We were being molested on that wing. On that Reece James wing. We were being violated. And it was actually really sad to watch because countless times it happened and no one did anything. We swapped Elanga and Rashford in the second half. It made things a bit better. The goal was inevitable. We honestly should have lost to Chelsea. Not even by 1, not even 2, not even 3, maybe like 4. That's how many chances they had. It was one of the weirdest games I've seen in a long time. Like, it was one of those FIFA games where you just couldn't finish. You couldn't end the game. And it could have been ended right before half time. Like, they had a lot of chances in the first half. We could have been done for early on. Ronaldo, when Ronaldo gets the ball, there's only one outcome. He's gonna score. Especially in that area, like that trap that I have to give the player who crossed the ball. I don't really remember. Yeah, my memory's a bit foggy because of, meds and shit. But yeah, whoever crossed the ball, that was a beautiful cross. And yeah, that trap by Ronaldo, that finish, that was world class. And I did see that stat. Maybe I said this before, but without him, we'd be, I think, like 10 points, 15 points above relegation zone. Without De Gea as well, we'd be somewhere around there. Those two have been carrying our club on their shoulders, on their backs. And people still have the audacity to call Ronaldo the problem. People still call De Gea a problem just because he concedes, but he doesn't even concede because it's his fault. It's because of the defense. He makes really great saves that sometimes give us the edge in the match. It's because of him sometimes that we win most matches. And yeah, so we really have a fullback problem. And I think that and then the 6 role needs to be the CDM. That needs to be sorted out right away. As soon as Ten Hag comes in, that's something he needs to look at. Like, if he can bring out the best in our fullbacks that we have, cool, but I don't know. I don't see them making it far. Maybe Shaw, maybe Tellez. Dallo I still think is just a good backup. I don't see him getting first team anymore once Ten Hag comes in, once a new player hopefully comes in. Wan-Bissaka reminds me of how I used to play fullback back in like high school and shit, where our tactic there was stay back while attacking, literally the FIFA ball tactic. And it was easy at times, but you still had to be disciplined. You had to keep your line and everything, and you weren't really attacking much. we'd have one attacking fullback, and I was the more defensive one. And I see Wan-Bissaka as that defensive type. Like, he can tackle. I admit he can tackle. He's really good at slide tackling, especially. But ball distribution, sure, he got some of the highest against Liverpool. I don't know how, but I'll give him that. But his crosses have been bad. And he's been there for quite a while. His crosses have been really, really bad. And as a fullback, you need to cross. Even if you're defensive, you need to ping balls from the half to the striker to the cam, or switch the play from one end to the other. You know, you need to, you got to have that skill. And fortunately, I don't see him having that. Like, this is the thing with us. We see players play well against us. And I know Wan-Bissaka did play well against United when he was at Palace and that. And even this is my thing with Maguire even. And all of a sudden we're like, oh, maybe we should get him. Sure, get him, but don't spend, 50 million, 80 million on them. Because, like, our business is just not worth it. Well, how we do it is, it's just fraudulent. Wan-Bissaka should have been 20 mil, 30 max. Maguire, 20, 30, same. There's no way. No. I'm not going to get started on Maguire again. Sure, he was benched for Arsenal, benched for, I don't even know he wasn't even there for Chelsea. We can't blame him, fair enough, but again, 2 games, 3 games out of the rest. Out of, like, how many have we played? You see what I mean? And I'm not saying that he's the only, problem in our defense. It's everyone. Our whole defense needs a revamp. And hopefully we see it. I do see people recommending some championship fullbacks. I personally don't watch the championship, but I don't know much about it. Oh, shit. Yeah. And yeah, so I can't really give my opinion because I'd just be, just straight up lying. So if these people do know what they're talking about, then hopefully they're worth the time to look at. I did see one of them was a Nottingham Forest fullback. And he recently, I don't really know his name, but he has won a Team of the Season award for this season. We'll probably be seeing him in FIFA soon. But yeah, so there's him. There's, again, I said the only real fullback I know from the championship is Tavernier. We could get him, but I still say that we should look at our youth, invest in our youth. Because that's what we did back in Fergie days. We invested in youth, and that's sometimes the way to go. Like, look at Chelsea. Reece James came from their youth. So hopefully we have a better transfer window. I really do hope so. And yeah, so the CDM have been saying a lot of things. So firstly, our budget is, well, from what I last saw, was 150 million. Now the problem is with that, knowing this club, we're going to want to spend it on Declan Rice. I don't have a problem with Rice. He's just overpriced because of the English tax and the Prem tax. But I do think that Chiromeni is a better option, and Calvin Phillips is a better option. But now you might be wondering, why is Calvin Phillips not rated the same as Declan Rice? Because, well, have you heard any headlines with, Leeds, Calvin Phillips? Not really. They might go on to win the Europa League. He's put his name out there. Calvin Phillips is a bit under the radar. I've always preferred him. I've always rated him. I always have said that we should look at him. And when it comes to who's better, it's controversial for me because, well, my opinion is controversial, and again, it's an opinion. You might have a different one, so let me know down in the comments what your opinion on this is. But who's better between Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips? I personally go with Phillips because he proved that he is a really good 6, a really good CDM. in one of the most attacking and chaotic systems. I mean, I say chaotic in a very light-hearted way because sometimes Leeds can pull it off, sometimes they can't. They send players forward. They'll play a 2-1 whatever. They'll leave 3 men behind, and one of them is Calvin Phillips in front of the 2 centre backs. Sometimes that happens. And he's proved that he can cope being that lone holding midfielder all the time, every time he's played. He can do it. So now if you bring him into a team like ours where we can rely on someone to stay back, like just stay back, chill at the back, don't go forward, just stay there, just be that wall that people can't break down to reach the defense. And we would be very lethal because we may play 2 midfielders in there, more one like a Van der Beek that might go more attacking, and then a Calvin Phillips that will just stay in the holding midfielder position. And everyone can just attack, and we can attack knowing we are not vulnerable at the back. We are not prone to a counter-attack that will devastate us. Because look at the Chelsea game. We send everyone forward. We send Matic, we send McTominay, we sent our CDMs, we sent everyone. Those were our CDMs. We sent them forward to attack. What happened when Chelsea got the ball back? We thought they would have fucked up when Reece James had it, but somehow they got through our whole team. And once they entered the midfield, we had no one but our centre-backs. We were opened. We were spread. They spread our legs so wide. It was sad. Like, watching that just it made me realize how bad our midfield is. And yeah, you can say you have Matic as the holding, but what was the tactic? That's what I'm trying to understand. You're going up against a team with Jorginho and Conte, one of the best CDMs and a very good ball user. No homo. Ball passer, ball user, whatever you want to call it, a playmaker, one of the best playmakers as well. And you just send everyone forward. We were going to get outplayed in the midfield, and we did get outplayed. And it's just, that was the tipping point for me where I realized how important the CDM actually is. And even if we had Fred never stayed back. Not what I'm asking for, not what we need. So yeah. What else is there? Well, our upcoming match is Brentford. So yeah. Oh yeah. What am I doing? Rice and Calvin Phillips. I never finished that. I got so sidetracked. So yeah, I say Calvin Phillips. Rice is good. Don't get me wrong, but he plays alongside Souček, so it gives him more of a license to go forward. And he can pass, he can distribute, he has the vision, but defensively, I do think Phillips is better. Like Rice, sure, he's the more all-round player, but I still think that Calvin Phillips offers more defensively, and that's what we need. We need a more defensively sound and responsible type of player. Because Rice can get a bit, sidetracked with skill moves and shit and passing and all that. We just need a player to play simple passes, distribute the ball up. You don't need to run through the whole team. Just play quickly. Quick 1-2s, get it out of the danger zone, get it out from the centre backs. Just composure. And knowing us, we're not going to be relying, we're not going to have like a Souček type player that's going to be alongside him. So we do need someone that's more capable and more composed to do the defending on their own. And that's just what I think. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think. I think Calvin Phillips over Rice. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you thought about the whole week that was for United. And yeah, excuse my lack of enthusiasm and yeah, my voice. Yeah, it's not COVID. Don't worry, I'm fine. It's just a cold. So yeah, life is getting back on track. So yeah, I'll see y'all next week.